Greetings, the world of the internet. I'm the Great Matthew Squeak, and welcome to Squirrel Talk Review. It's Christmas, everyone! And you know what that means. That means that Santa Claus is coming to town. And wait, what's going on? What's going on? Well, due to the title screen malfunction, I am now reviewing the 1970s classic Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So, grab a packet of candy canes and let's find out what makes this thing so memorable. We start with a humanitarian commercial-looking thing. Guess they thought they needed some kind of better animation to start off with. And the lousy animation kicks into gear. You'll quickly notice how stiff everything is moving, so...
Well, hello there!
Ugh, why do you address me, you creepy mailman person? So the creepy mailman talks to the letters that want to know more about the Santa Claus, and the credits officially start. Stop trying to show off your animation. It is not what I would consider good animations. The movie starts its flashback and we're introduced to the setting of the movie.
There was a small city called Town. It was a cold, cold place which shivered in the shadows of the strange mountain of the whispering winds. Now, the main reason for all this gloom was the mayor. A mean old grouch of a fellow who was known as Burgermeister Meisterburger.
And the plot comes lazily wobbling through the door.
Look what was discovered on your front stoop.
What? What, Grinsley? The milk? The daily paper?
No, sir. A baby.
Yes, the lip sync is just as bad as their jerky movements. And that is pretty terrible. So like the Scrooge he is, Mr. Hamburger, that's what I've always thought of him as, kicks the kid out to the orphanage. What was that? Did a demon or something pop in to pat him on the back?
You have been well trained, my young apprentice.
Baby Claus is blown away by a wind, and we're introduced to the second antagonist, rather briefly.
That mountain was the home of the Winter Warlock, the strange hermit of the north, who lived alone in a ghostly palace of ice, practicing his strange spells and snowy incantations.
And finally, the baby finds himself at the house of elves.
Be precise.
Yes? Who's there? There's who? Ooh! Wiggle my ears and tickle my toes. Methinks I see a baby's nose.
You're annoying.
There's a whole baby attached to it. Better call my brothers.
Brothers?
Jingle? Zingle?
What is it, Bingo? It's a baby, Zingle. A baby what, Wingo?
Great peppermint patties at the same guy with the same annoying voice. Thankfully, they don't have much lines of dialogue, as he's adopted by the elves and we get a montage of him growing up.
They set up a little school and taught him all the important things. How to read and write and talk and count stars on a crystal night. And how to make toys.
Make toys?
Oh, sure. That was the Kringles' main occupation. They were toy makers. The only problem was there were no children to give them to. You remember Town was on the other side of the mountain of the whispering winds, and the little elves just couldn't make it past the Winter Warlock.
Then why are you still making toys? Or why are you living out here in the middle of nowhere? That's not important because we get our first overly catchy song.
It's a difficult responsibility when you accept an appointment from His Majesty. You must strive for just the perfect quality. Then you're the first toy maker to the king.
I do enjoy these songs, and every Christmas, one or more of them somehow make their way into my head. So if you close your eyes and imagine better graphics that go along with this.
And the kangaroos must learn to hop.
Ugh, the animation's great. It's superb even. With the song over, we watch some animals teach our young Santa.
But the seals taught him the most important things. How to have fun and... how to laugh.
You need seals to teach you how to have fun and laugh? That Tanta Kringle must be a slave driver. So he grows into a man.
And finally, Chris was a fine young man.
I'm a man now, Tanta.
If one more of you repeats that statement, Christmas may not come. So he plans to take the toys across the mountain. He gets the red suit he's known for, and he's on his way through the mountain.
Which lay at the foot of the Warlock's Mountain.
Hey! Why, you're a penguin.
I thought this was a Christmas movie. That thing totally tried to kill him a moment ago. No, I refuse to acknowledge that thing is in that movie. So the Winter Warlock notices the trespassers and chases them off, and
I shall get him when he returns. He's got to cross my mountain on the way home. And then... no more being the nice guy.
You were a nice guy before? We cut to the town as...
His Honor, Burgermeister Meisterburger.
That wasn't there a moment ago. The result is another song, more catchy than the last. Grinches of the world will remember this one.
This down.
It's a difficult responsibility that you accept from the number one lawmaker, me. Have it known throughout the land from sea to sea. There'll be no more toy makers to the king.
And I do support the song as burn those kangaroos. So toys are outlawed? Just like that? And you really have to put no kidding at the bottom of an edict? It's not like mayors can get voted out of office for making stupid laws or anything. Well, this absurdity occurs right before Chris arrives.
The townspeople didn't know what to make of Chris.
Nobody knows what to make of you. You are wearing bright red. You stunned some of the background people so bad they can't even move a centimeter. He finds some kids, and then this happens.
You better watch
Ugh, scary.
out. Better not cry. Better not pout.
Don't start singing.
You why?
Yeah.
'Cause I came to town, and look what I brought.
Toys. Real toys.
Look, I know you want actual kids to play your kids, but I think you could have found some that have a little bit more enthusiasm for their voices. Though a bunch of kids that were frozen, I think, rush in, but everything is interrupted by many a child's nemesis, school teachers. So Miss Jessica nags that toys are against the law.
In danger from toys?
What just happened there? Is his eyes going to explode, or was he possessed by something? It was probably that penguin. But Chris gives the nagging teacher a doll, and suddenly she swaps side. And it's time for our next song.
If you sit on my lap today, a kiss, a toy is the price you'll pay. When you tell what you wish for in a whisper, be prepared to pay.
This song goes down as one of those that didn't age quite well. Just don't go singing it on any park benches in the future. Think I'm overreacting? Just watch.
Now if you sit on my lap today, a kiss, a toy is the price you'll pay.
Where did those toys come from? His pants?
Ah, a perfect day.
Oh, you can hear the creaking of the poor animations in this thing. So the hamburger confronts Chris, but he has a trick up his sleeve.
For you.
A yo-yo? I love yo-yos.
Really? That was it? All he wanted was a yo-yo? Okay, so Mr. Scroogey grins, changes his ways, and they all live...
Excuse me, sir, but you're breaking your own laws.
What? What do you think? What?
Why did you bring that up? You know it's a stupid law. Unless... It was you! It all makes sense. It was him. He planted the duck, and when his assassination plot didn't go through, he fully supported a ridiculous law to cause an uprising. Oh, you are quite a diabolical man, Mr. Grimsley. Chris flees. Excuse me, I think someone knocked those pieces over. You might want to pick them back up before you do the scene again. No, you're just gonna be cheap about it? Alright, that's fine. Continue. Chris flees into the Winter Mountain, but guess who's waiting for him?
Chris Kingle, you disturbed me for the very last time. Now I have you.
What is with your eyes? You need to get those looked at. Or call an exorcist. So Chris gives the Winter Warlock a train and he's friendly now. What is with the people of this place? Give them a gift and suddenly they're friendly. You could take over the town with a plate of cookies. Take notes, Mr. Grimsley. And now for the catchiest song of this entire movie. Everybody now!
Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking across the floor. Put one foot in front of the other, and soon you'll be walking out the door.
You put one foot in front of the other, and soon you are walking across the floor. You put one foot in front of the other, and soon you are walking out.
Wait, so this guy has never walked before? Has he just teleported all his life? What was that like? With the song over,
You can bring me nice new toys, and I can assist you with my magic.
you greedy old man.
Someone is looking for you.
So he teleports to the snowball. Jessica says the kids want more toys.
Taught me this. Yes, sir. I can see them when they're sleeping, and I know when they're awake.
My goodness. You know if they're bad or good?
That's a very creepy line if you think about it.
For just being you.
Give a girl a doll and suddenly she's all over you. The Kringles start making toys. Chris chooses who's been naughty and nice.
Well, I guess they're all pretty nice.
That's the opinion of just about every parent out there. So he sneaks in a batch of toys, which drives the hamburger furious.
This is outrageous. Toys! Toys everywhere!
Now, I've got to say, these kids are idiots. Every kid knows to hide whatever toy they brought with them to school so that the teachers won't take them. This guy will destroy them. Why are they all playing so openly in the streets? Is this some kind of protest? So Chris makes his next run, only to find the doors are locked. Gee, I wonder what he will do.
The stars? The chimney? Go down the chimney. Great idea.
Does that penguin know how many people die from trying to go down chimneys? The answer is, of course he does. But the penguin's plan doesn't pan out, so the plot continues.
More toys! Discovered by the hearths and the mantelpieces!
How long is this going to go on? Kids can't not play with something. It's like telling a fish not to swim.
Doggone, how can I get the toys to them? They gotta have toys. Otherwise, their life will be nothing but school and chores and washing their stockings and... The stockings. The stockings.
Read my little furry lips. It's stockings, not stockings. The hamburger searches the house, and nobody seems to notice that the stockings look kind of full. You guys are idiots.
More toys? But how?
Stop bringing them outside where people can see them, you fools.
I will do what I should have done a long time ago. I will set a trap for that bothersome Kringle.
So Jessica tries to warn Chris, then tries to use the power of winter, only to discover that apparently walking causes your magic powers to disappear.
That's terrible. terrible. What shall we do?
Nobody is going to do anything. You are all under arrest for defying the law and making toys, and for being an accomplice to public enemy number 1, Kris Kringle. To the dungeon!
Wait a minute. Why didn't you arrest Jessica? She's clearly in league with them. It baffles me. Was she cute or... It's all part of Grimsley's plan. Of course it is. If everyone is arrested, then there's no more tension building under the hamburger. You're brilliant, Mr. Grimsley. Simply brilliant. Kris is captured. Everyone is taken to jail, so Jessica sings a song with some kind of drug-induced scene going on in the background.
Suddenly have disappeared with yesterday. Tossed about the fields.
I honestly can't really tell what she's singing about. Is she happy, sad, or just high on something? So Grimsley tells his guards to look the other way while Jessica sneaks into the jail cells. But lucky for the plot, Winter has...
Magic feet corn?
Well, it's of no use to us. It can't dissolve prison walls. All it can do is make reindeer fly.
Making something fly that doesn't normally fly is not something I would call worthless, especially if it's big enough to ride on.
And don't forget, meep.
No, that's another story.
Maybe next year. So they escape.
We Meisterburgers shall hunt them down throughout the land. Those rebels will not have one moment's peace until they are captured again.
Hope you felt intimidated because that's the last time you ever see him. No, really. Odd way for a character to have a final note. So now they're outlaws.
Those posters are not going to do them any good now.
Oh, Kris, let me take a good look at it.
Pretty grand, eh?
It's perfect.
I still think the red suit is a giveaway. Jessica and Kris get married.
It was a lovely wedding. Yes, sir. They held it on Christmas Eve.
So you're telling me that Christmas is their wedding anniversary? That's a heck of a way to spend your anniversary every year. Now that the hamburger is out of the plot, they just wrap up the rest of the legend as quickly as possible as they can, so I'll do the same. They go to the North Pole. They build a castle there. They keep building toys. Jessica and Kris put on a lot of weight. Guess snow is high on calories. Then we get to tying up a loose end.
The Meisterburgers, they kind of died off and fell out of power. And by, the good people realized how silly the Meisterburger laws were.
Yes, they died out and fell out of power. And people realized how silly they were. That's the edited version of history. The true history is Grimsley gathering the masses of people tired of stupid laws and overthrew the mayoral dictatorship, establishing a new seat of power for himself. Well done, Mr. Grimsley. Well done. Santa decides to only go once a year, and on their anniversary no less. The creepy mailman returns and starts singing.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'd enjoy this a lot more if the animation didn't look like that. And that was Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So, does it hold up? Of course it does. This is a classic that will never go away, nor should it. The animation may be monumentally bad, but I like this Santa Claus. He's jolly and fun. It's a nice, heartwarming story, no matter how many flaws are in it. And the music. Oh, that music. It stuck with me over the years and a delightful tune for any Christmas season. So if you get a chance to see Santa Claus is Coming to Town, you definitely should. I'm the Great Matthew Squeak, and this is Squirrel Talk Review.
Claus is coming to town. You better